A 16,000-plus word interview with former President Barack Obama's award-winning biographer has raised eyebrows for an assortment of reasons, ranging from his renewed allegation that Obama's first memoir was fictionalized to the observation he's as insecure as political rival Donald Trump. Tablet's lengthy Q&A with historian David Garrow, who wrote the lengthy 2017 biography, Rising Star: The Making of Barack Obama, has stunned social media with its various claims about the former president, who remains one of the Democratic Party's most popular and influential figures. The New York Times reviewed Garrow's biography as an impressive if gratuitously snarly book that clearly intended to break the 44th president's monopoly on his personal narrative. The feature began with a tale of Sheila Miyoshi Yeager, who was Obama's girlfriend in the 1980s well before his political career, allegedly saying their relationship ended when he would not condemn antisemitism. Tablet made it clear that Obama's version of the breakup was much different in his own book, as he indicated embracing black racial consciousness clashed with his white girlfriend. Whose version of the story is correct? Who knows? The bridge between the two accounts is Obama's emerging attachment to blackness, which required him to fall in love with and marry a black woman. In Obama's account, his attachment to blackness is truthful and noble. In Yeager's account, his claims are instrumental and selfish. He grants particularism to the experience and suffering of his own tribe while denying it to others. Tablet's David Samuels wrote in the preamble that also put a spotlight on Obama's hostility to American exceptionalism. Samuels then dove into the Q&A with Garrow, who also penned the Pulitzer Prize-winning The FBI and Martin Luther King Jr. and Bearing the Cross. The famed biographer's conversation with Samuels shocked many readers, with various allegations circulating on social media. He's not normal, as in not a normal politician or a normal human being, Garrow said after telling a story about Obama's lawyer warning him not to ask about his father. Garrow later referred to Obama as a creature from another planet, when discussing his wife Michelle Obama being raised by a close, loving family. With Alex McNear, Obama's girlfriend at Occidental College, I think she wanted to have her role known. So when Alex showed me the letters from Barack, she redacted one paragraph in one of them and just said, "It's about homosexuality," Garrow said before explaining that a man named Harvey Clear was tasked with going through the letters, which are at Emory University. He's spent his whole life at Emory, but they won't let him take pictures. So Harvey has to sit there with a pencil and copy out the graph where Barack writes to Alex about how he repeatedly fantasizes about making love to men, Garrow said. He wants people to believe his story. For me to conclude that Dreams from My Father was historical fiction, oh God, did that infuriate him, Garrow said. He doesn't want the writer Linus challenged. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. The book, Dreams, is so fictionalized. Garrow continued. It's so inaccurate, whether about the dynamics among the guys in Hawaii or what's going on in the community group on the far south side of Chicago. And it completely omits women. I've always thought that there'd eventually be a feminist critique of Obama because his mother and all the girlfriends, they're not there. They don't exist. Garrow revealed he spoke with Obama for 8 hours in 3 off-the-record sessions while he was still president. He was derisive about Obama, saying the things he shared that most energized him were hilariously inconsequential, like boasting about being fluent in Indonesian in his youth. Doesn't that strike you as odd? I mean, I have heard from more than one source that there are regular meetings at Obama's house in Kalorama involving top figures in the current White House, with Secret Service and cars outside. I don't write about it because it's not my lane, Samuels continued. There are over 1,000 reporters in Washington, and yet there are 0 stakeouts of Obama's mansion, if only to tell us who is coming and going. But he clearly has his oar in. He has no interest in building the Democratic Party as an institution. I think that's obvious. And I don't think he had any truly deep, meaningful policy commitments other than the need to feel and to be perceived as victorious, as triumphant. I've sometimes said to people that I think Barack is actually just as insecure as Trump, but in ways that are not readily perceived by the vast majority of people. I think that's probably my most basic takeaway, Garrow said.